Okay, hi. My name is Stephanie, and I've put my feelings down on paper. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my little notes so that I can do this right. Hopefully, I'm trying to just make a one-take video um, with just some real feelings on how I'm feeling and where I'm at right now in my life. So, I have neurofibromatosis type 1. And if you didn't know, May is National Neurofibromatosis Month. Neurofibromatosis has a whole slew of physical, emotional, mental symptoms. In my case, I guess you could say that, excuse me, living with neurofibromatosis is indeed like living in my own little hell. It's almost like, I don't know. It's just because I don't have a huge disfiguring tumor on my face that makes it completely obvious that I have neurofibromatosis, or I'm not missing an arm or a leg, or I don't have cancer. You know, I don't know, I think it lessens people's view of somebody with NF if they don't have all these huge symptoms. Like, they're not suffering the same issues or different issues than somebody who was. Not that I wish any of that upon anybody. Don't get me wrong. I would consider my type of neurofibromatosis, as loud as it is, to be a silent, almost kind of like a silent version, because what I have is all inside, aside from a few of the birthmarks and a few of the little neurofibromas here and there, the ones that everyone can't see if they're not trying to. I live each day in excruciating pain, and even though my pain tolerance has gotten stronger over the years, it's still a fight to make it through each day, wishing that, I could have one day of being pain-free, and it's not even that. You get down to the point where you wish for half an hour of being pain-free, or 5 minutes of being pain-free. And I see my friends having babies, getting married, falling in love. Not in that order, of course. But, doing all these things that normal people do, and they're happy. And they can go work 40 hours a week and support their families and, not have to worry about living paycheck to paycheck. And me, it's just like, I can barely make it to work for 6 hours, 3 days a week, before my body absolutely just gives out on me. And then some people say, well, be glad you can at least do that. The reality is that's not good enough. And there goes my dog. Sorry. I don't want to have to worry about paycheck to paycheck and feeling like I'm working a 70-hour work week when I'm only working 15 hours a week, but my body's out of commission for 4 days just because I worked 2 days. No one seems to understand that, and that's what makes it a little bit more difficult for me. A lot of my tumors are growing inside my body on the nerves, more specifically on my back, and in my knee area and my fingers. I have extreme neuropathy pain in my fingers and in my toes, and it's excruciating. Sometimes it feels like somebody's hammering nails through my fingernails, and I just want to scream. I'm sad, I'm alone, and I'm hurt. And I want to be a better mother. I want to be able to go on field trips with my kids. but I can't if they're going somewhere where there's a lot of walking involved, or, they're going hiking, or, I couldn't go to the pumpkin patch this year with my daughter. And she's in the 5th grade, but I get that. But, I couldn't do that because they were going to a farm where they were going to be walking along a large distance, carrying pumpkins and stuff, and I just physically could not do it. So, I see National Neurofibromatosis Month. I see a lot of people posting stuff about thriving with neurofibromatosis, and, putting up all this. I don't mean to put anybody down, but to me it's mumbo jumbo about how great their lives are in spite of neurofibromatosis. And I wish them all luck. I really, really do. But the truth of the matter is I don't thrive with neurofibromatosis. I barely live with neurofibromatosis. Another thing that bothers me is, or I guess you could say that's hard for me, is when it comes to my spirituality. I believe in Jesus. I believe that he can heal. And I believe that with all my heart. But the truth of the matter is that, when you're fighting with yourself about that, it just makes things even worse. It makes things even darker. Because often I wonder what I've done wrong, or what I'm not doing enough of. What is it, Jesus, that you want me to do in order to have some peace in my life? What lesson am I supposed to be learning, and why? And some people I've talked to, lots of different pastors and stuff like that, they say it's okay to question. That it's okay. But I beat myself up about it because in my heart I think that I'm just supposed to trust in God's plan. It's hard to trust in God's plan when you can barely get through it. I didn't make this video to be like a downer. In reality, it's just me. It's about me and my life, and how neurofibromatosis affects my life. I'll be having surgery on the 20th because I have a, my goodness, I can't even, hiatal hernia, where part of my stomach has made its way up into my, hiatal esophagus area, and they're going to be going in there laparoscopically and pulling it down and stapling it closed and stuff like that so that it doesn't go back up there. And I've been in a lot of pain from that. And, I've had several different surgeries for different reasons. I just don't know what, I'm tired of there always being a medical issue. Tired of always being in pain. Tired of always being overweight. Which I believe is a neurofibromatosis issue, no matter what they say, because it contributes, or it's attributed to it in some way, whether it be from the depression and the executive functioning type things that you can have, like the hidden symptoms I was talking about from neurofibromatosis, whether it be from that, or whether it be a, thyroid, or, other type of issue. I don't know. I do know that it sucks to go through this alone. And again, going back to trying to have faith in God's plan, I wonder if there's someone out there who understands the pain that I'm going through, the pain that I go through every single day, and someone that will accept me for me, not the way I look, or what I can bring to the table as far as a relationship, physically, mentally, emotionally, because I don't know. It's just different. I'm sure some people will understand. There's really not any words. I can't put it into words. It's just a yearning for acceptance and to be loved unconditionally. And it's not about sex, and it's not about, even marriage and, stuff like that, but just about, finding someone who will love you for you. And it's a very difficult thing to do when you're suffering each day and you can't even accept yourself. I understand that. I understand people say, well, you can't find anybody to love you for you if you don't love yourself. I don't know if I believe them. I don't know if maybe, there's a different plan. I don't know. I'm sorry that this video is not like all sunshine and roses, and that it's kind of gloomy and kind of all over the place, but it's real. And it's who I am. So if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Bye.